I just got all of my patio furniture in, which means it is time for a little deck transformation. We got lights, we got a lounge set. Here's the other part of the canopy. I don't know how they fit a 7-piece lounge furniture set into 3-4 boxes. We're just gonna hope we open this up and it's not furniture built for toddlers. They need like little handles so you can grab this out. Okay, we're gonna work smarter, not harder. Here we go. This thing is serious. Oh, it has wheels! How exciting! That's sick. I didn't know it had wheels. Yay! Wow, I love it. I'm not gonna lie, this is way bigger of a base than I expected, so I don't know if this is going to stay here or if we could somehow hide it under the furniture set. I got a big foot, but this thing is huge. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I did get a 9 by 12 foot umbrella, so it's also going to be freaking huge. Did I not think this out too well? Okay, so the umbrella that I got, I like the color, gray, it matches the floor. I'm gonna need 2 hands to get this thing out. This is a 2-person project, I think. Ugh. Okay, I see where that goes on there. But, oh jeez, thing's heavy. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think you would have to build the umbrella. I thought it would just like pop out and be done. This is I guess the stand that it comes with if you don't upgrade to this stand. So it's a little flatter, but I saw like some pictures in the review that it doesn't really hold up or like strong winds. There's not too many strong winds here, so I guess this is always a possible option to switch to if this is just too out of hand, because it is ginormous. But anyway, check out these instructions that I have to try to figure out. Beautiful. Okay, let's see if that's correct. Oh yeah, perfect, that lines up. Terrible instructions. It says the screws are C, but then the screws here, there's C1 and C2. There's no just C. Like, what is going on here? Here we go. We got a little installation guide video. It still didn't specify which screw to use, so I just went with the bigger ones out of the 2 because it's going into the base, so I guess you would want this to be as strong as possible, right? No wonder I was so confused. I thought this was already attached to this. It was just stored in there. It comes out. Duh. Now this goes on here. This thing has to go down like this to cover that, right? So it either has to go bolted in there, but the screws don't line up, or I guess it could go this way if the screws line up. But of course not, they don't line. Oh wait, sometimes I do like literally the dumbest things. The inside ring spins around. Like sometimes I'm just not paying attention. We'll just act like none of that ever happened. Now I think I'm supposed to put this big thing up here. It's a good thing I'm strong-ish. Hopefully strong enough. Oh gosh. Oh no. Why do I get myself into this stuff? It's just like weird because it's tall. I think I underestimated how big this umbrella was. It's fine. Everything's fine. I think I gotta click these in here. Okay. You attach them into the bottom of this. There's 4 of them. Hopefully I put the right ones in the right spot. I tried to like line it up. If not, the umbrella's gonna open up all weird. Now we see if it opens. This lady literally just whoop, 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 whoop. And no, mine doesn't go up at all. Why? Why can't you work? What, I gotta do you by hand? Like, why is this not working? Oh, there it goes. I guess the string just needed a little boost. Let's see if it can do the rest of the way by itself now. Oh, but I'm hitting. Okay. Well, this button is supposed to let me twist it. Hey, am I even gonna be able to open this thing here? Oh, geez. Okay. I've never struggled so much with an umbrella. Make sure my corners are covered. I might have overdid it with the umbrella size, guys. I'm gonna put some water in this so that way I could actually like put it higher and see if it will even work in this space. We gotta push this little button. Like that. I don't even know how I'm gonna close this thing. How am I supposed to close this? I can't roll it from here now because it's got a bunch of water. By the way, everything that I'm setting up today is from Amazon, and if you guys click the house link in the description, you will see links to all of this stuff. Let's do something a little easier. These solar lights shouldn't have to be built, and hopefully we could just pop them out and onto the deck. So these are just tall solar lamps. I think there's a power button somewhere. It hasn't turned on yet. Okay, now I got it. Meanwhile, there's people coming to look at the neighbor's house. I'm out here doing this. You see it? Yay! So I got 2 of those. I don't know if I'm gonna put them there, mainly because I also have those lights, so it might be like too much, but maybe there or like, well, the barbecue's supposed to go over there, so I don't know where I'm gonna put them yet. Maybe I put them in the corner of the umbrella to kind of just hide the base or something. The moment of truth. It is black. Did you expect a different color from me? Really? Stay. I thought the cushions were gonna come vacuum sealed because of the little amount of boxes, but nope, these are fully ready to go, okay? But yeah, I would really hope that whatever's in this box, I can build multiple pieces and not have to like find pieces from that box. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Look at that contrast though on the gray. Just by looking at the amount of screws are in these 2 single chairs. I don't like that too much. And we got all of these pieces out. Whenever you see these 2 things in packaging, just remember to clear your calendar and just know that you are in for some tedious work. These chairs took me freaking forever to complete. It's not that it was difficult, it's just so freaking tedious with this Allen key. We got the 2 chairs built though. They're pretty nice. I was not expecting them to be this big. Let's give it a little sit test, eh? Hey. Nice. They're actually pretty comfortable too. These are one of the only ones that I was able to find the chairs having armrests as well. Usually the ones I was finding, the couches had the armrest, but then the chairs were just like chairs with no armrest. And I felt that with the armrest, it looks a little bit nicer and more of like a complete looking piece. It's like memory foam or foam, whatever. And these covers for the base, they're like waterproof and outdoorsy and everything. So yeah, all right. Pretty nice. Well, I wasn't intending for this to be a multiple day project here. I thought I was going to be in and out in a couple hours. I'm not sure what I was thinking, but nonetheless, I can't even imagine having to build the love seat and the couch right now after just completing those 2 chairs. So we're going to pick this up again tomorrow and see how it goes. I am also going to attempt to leave the canopy up like that, even though I am pretty sure that it is always supposed to be down when you're not using it. Please, please, big canopy of mine, do not get blown over by a random gust of wind. Let me see if these turn on tonight, and then I'll show you guys the rest tomorrow. I almost got done building the storage table while I was waiting for these to turn on. I got like some tightening in the lid to do, but these things are super bright and sick. It's kind of bright, so you can't really tell. Let me see if I could darken it. I didn't know it does this. It's kind of like an ombre. You can see how the top is more of like the warmer light, and then this is the cooler light, which looks pretty nice. Once everything is set up, I can kind of like do something with the lounge, like, you know, I don't know, something like that, and then maybe another one somewhere else just to kind of lighten up the area. I'm not sure. I have to wait and see how everything looks once it's set up, and then kind of decide that way. By the way, all the little step lights are still going strong. One more solar thing I want to show you guys, which I'm going to show you tonight. So that way you can see the final product tomorrow. Check out this little Lotus light. How cool is this? Let's put it out there. I don't know, but that is supposed to go, it's going to be on the center and the trunk is going to be in the middle of all the furniture. So it'll be like a little glowy piece. I like it. It's cute. Okay, bye. Well, guys, bad news. It was extra windy last night, and apparently I didn't put enough water in this thing, and it just rolled right on out of here. And let's see if everything is still intact, if I'm even gonna be able to flip this thing over. So note to self, definitely want to make sure to put more water, number one, and to, okay, I'm kind of scared to see how this is gonna, I need to come back more. Okay. Not too bad. Hit the corner of this deck a little. Nothing a little paint can't fix. None of the wiring's messed up. That's good. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. I'm gonna make sure. Oh, dang. Oh, it's just paint. It's just paint, I think. Shit. None of this ripped, which is good. This, I think this is just paint though. Or it might be, yeah, like it's coming off. Most of it's probably just paint. It freaking hit right here and rubbed all the way down. Took out a little bit of this corner. Sturdy deck build. Now I filled these all the way up to the top. They were like maybe halfway before. I didn't think that I needed to fill them all the way, but apparently you do. So if it tips over now, well, then I don't know what to tell you. But I will make sure to put it down whenever I leave from now on. I got most of that white that was there off, but it's still like scraped. It's just not as noticeable, which kind of sucks, but it could have been way, way worse. So it is what it is. We keep it pushing. I have all of the pieces out to build the love seat now, but this time I brought a handy little tool because the Allen key is killer. On the bright side, this is pretty much the exact same build as the chairs. It's just a little bit wider. So you got to put the A there, and then you got to get the D, and you got to find the short side and the long side, something like so. And then we attach these guys. First time I did this with the chairs, I didn't recognize that it was a washer for the top part and a washer on the bottom before putting the nut on. So I had to do that freaking twice. But now we know what we got to do, so no problemo. This is already coming together a lot quicker than my chair extravaganza because I kind of already know what I'm doing now. But the worst one is the one that's in there because it's like such a tight spot. And you have to hold the washer on there at the same time that you're trying to freaking screw in the nut when you can only fit one hand down there. It's fun. Very fun. We love DIY projects. The piece has to drop all the way over here. Gotta push in from the outside. There we go. One hand while holding, oh no, while holding the top one down. If we can get past this part, I got it. We can get past anything. Now I think we just connect the love seat like so. Oh yeah. Let's flip this puppy over. This furniture is all much bigger than I was expecting it to be, honestly, which is good. I thought it was going to be really tiny and like cheapy looking, but I don't think it is, in my opinion. Look at that fit, baby. Let's get these puppies to open. Oh no, quick, quick, quick. It even comes with like little mini pillows. I think that's a little too much, but sick. I am super impressed with this setup so far. Okay, so the last piece we have is the couch, and the love seat is pretty big. I originally intended for the couch to go there, which still might work. We'll have to see once everything is out how we kind of move it around. You don't need to see me build this. I'm gonna build the couch and then we'll figure out the design layout. Wow, look what I just found in the last box. They give you a ratchet. Oh my god. Man, this would have made my life so much easier yesterday. Look at us finishing before the sun goes down. Now we have to figure out how to put this setup. Now, I think the only place this really could go is either along this wall or I'm thinking here. I'm gonna try the back first because that's kind of what I envisioned. I really like this here actually, but let's see if we switch it around or not. Or if I put the couch along this side, I could leave the chairs where they were on that side maybe. Because I could do this, right? And then put the table in the middle. But I don't really want to, or does that not look bad? This would have to be more like, no, I don't think I like that. I think I liked it open and accessible. Let me move this around again. I think we got it. Ta-da! This is what I came up with for now. Who knows, it might switch around, but I feel like this is how everything kind of fit the best. I don't know if I'll keep that light there. It's just now a spot for it for now. Maybe get some sort of table for the corner, but I don't really want to clutter it. Maybe a plant. That would look nice. Some sort of greenery in the back. Yeah, I like that idea better. I like that these chairs here cover the base, which is nice because the base is humongous and you can't really tell with the furniture there. I put the chairs crooked like this, but I could also put them together like a love seat. I just wanted to kind of bring everything in more by giving them that little tilt. I think the cushions with the sun and rain and stuff will all kind of become less wrinkly. I actually really like the way that this furniture set came out, and it looks good. It looks nice to me anyway. I really like the black on the gray floor. It also came with covers for every piece. So I'm not gonna put that on tonight, but every single piece has cover. So when I'm not gonna be using it for a while, I can protect it and prevent birds from going potty on it. Ready? I didn't show you guys this with, put my little, boom, look at all this room for activities. Actually, I think put these in here. Well, no, I want the sun to kind of get them better. Hopefully they don't blow away. Oh, geez, gotta be careful. The bottom of this is cheapy. I probably shouldn't be throwing it like that, but look at that. Everybody in there happy to go. Put our little light back on here. Beautiful. I was considering a rug for this area, but I'm just going to hold off for now, I think. I'm not 100% on it that I want something else to clean, so I think it's best to just wait and see how this does. And maybe we add a rug at a later date and time. Are you guys ready for the final reveal? Here we go. Spin, spin, spin. Ta-da! The massive umbrella is up, covering our entire loungy lounge area. Let's go. I think it worked out better than I expected. It feels like it might be a little cluttered, but I think I just have to see how it is when it actually starts to get used, and maybe it's fine, you know? But everything fit pretty nicely, and I don't really have any complaints. Literally, my only complaint is that those pillows, if they would have came like, maybe they came black instead as like an accent, which that's not really a complaint. That's like feedback, you know? I am pleasantly surprised with this entire setup. I don't know if this is strong enough for this, but hey, Wow, nice. This project definitely had its ups and downs, just like they all do. What did we learn? We learned not to leave our 9x12 umbrella up overnight during windy conditions. What else did we learn? We learned to open all the boxes of a set before we start building it, so that way we could find all the tools that may or may not help us complete the project quicker. We also learned that you want to fill the water base on the umbrella and not halfway fill it. And we learned to always add more time than you think you need when you are pulling out an Allen key to build your furniture. Let's look at it from out here. I know some people were asking about the wiring. Yeah, look, you could easily see the wiring now when there's stuff behind it, you know, for contrast. Look at that big old umbrella. The question now is, do I put anything else over here, or do I just put my little barbecue and call it a day? Because if I put a table here, it's gonna be too much. It's just too much. So I think I was planning originally to put the grill this way. Maybe I just put the grill this way, and maybe I could build like some sort of side cook table to like elongate that, possibly without making it cluttered. And then maybe I just get like a nicer outdoor garbage can for this area. Originally, I was gonna put a trunk here for the cushions, but that was before this one came with a table trunk, so I don't need to do that anymore, unless they don't all fit in there. If they don't all fit in there, well then, yeah, I'm gonna need another one. This full setup here, the lounge piece, which is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5-piece set, the overhead umbrella, which is, I'm pretty sure 9x12, and these 2 tall standing lights, and this little guy right here, all came out to around $1,200, which I don't think is that bad for a full lounge setup. That's a wrap on my outdoor furniture. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.